Yeah, we're going. We're going. I was thinking this morning, my daughter went away for the first time since her baby was born. And she got an overnight or two with some friends. And when she came back, this baby who can't get enough of her was like, hi, you know. She barely noticed my daughter was gone because A, my daughter has made her feel so secure, and B, her dad is so engaged. You know, she didn't skip a beat. It's you this time, all the day. You know, I'm not just seeing you in the morning when you give me cereal. You're the guy who, you know, you're my guy. So I thought that really was a testament to how secure she feels in both their presence or their absence. She knows they're with her. And, you know, because babies live in the moment. They don't live in the fear of what's to come. Although, by contrast, a friend of mine had a kid who was a little older than that, probably 4, and she dropped him off with her neighbor. You know, she wasn't going out for long. I think it was out for a meal with her, a lunch with her husband or something like that. And this child screamed when the parents left, and was screaming so hard, the baby threw up, the little boy threw up, and then sort of passed out. Once the parents were gone, you know, the eyes rolled up and down. It was like, this kid was, you know, possibly physically ill, but as it panned out, just so insecure. And the parents said, oh, this happens all the time. You know, anytime we separate, talk about separation anxiety. So, you know, when you launch your child, like my daughter went off to school, happy as a clam, to boarding school, to college, to, you know, she could easily be away from me. We were very close. We are very close. And it's not dependent on having the other person in the room. You know, there's a kind of trust that just connects over time and space. And that's how we roll. First card out, Emperor. Divine Masculine. I mean, this is the daddy who, when the mommy goes away, no problemo. Safe, secure, stable, caring, archetypal dad energy. You know, sometimes it's a card of Aries. Sometimes it can be somebody who's so in control they're bossy. But this guy looks just benevolent to me. He's not running around telling everybody what to do. He kind of has his expectations, assumes that they'll be met. It's not entitlement. It's just, well, let's find out. How do you feel about this, Emperor? Talk to us. Tell us what you want to do, or what you want us to do. Not that we will. Okay. Wow. Wowie. Emperor, Hierophant. 2 major arcana. Both authority figures. Another major arcana. You know, not Justice, the other one. Why am I blanking? This is a card of second chances of resurrection. Judgment, there you go. And it can be that kind of decision. What calls me back to life? Two boss energies here. Emperor, 4 in the major arcana. Hierophant, 5 in the major arcana. In some decks, this is a Hierophant. I can't remember the word now. I totally mangled it. But it's hermaphrodite. You know, a person who is either a woman in the Pope's outfit or an actual hermaphrodite with elements of both sexes. Not male, not female, some blend of the two. 4, 5 major arcana. Okay, that's interesting. Next one out, 6 of Cups. That's soulmate recognition, where you both know it, you both feel it. Left on the board, Ace of Swords. It's an opportunity for clear speech, clear communication, almost like telepathic communication, but it's about something new. It's not like the old, well-trodden path. It's sort of like breaking trail, because this is a card of nostalgia and what has been, the connection that goes way back. But there's something that's said or understood that's brand new, that vivifies this thing, brings it out of the past, 6 of Cups, and into this kind of living presence. So that comes under, I don't know why it's so dark in here, under Hierophant. This new way of thinking. And Hierophant can represent the old way of thinking, the established way, the status quo, the the orthodoxy, the order of things. And a kind of like, I mean, both of these are, I've got the power. I've got the power politically, or, in terms of how we run the village or the family or the business or the whatever it is. And this person says, I've got the power to connect you to what's holy through me. And that might not be a negative thing. It might be like, let me be the conduit. Let me be the teacher. The person who gives you these, does this one have the keys? Yeah. See these keys down here? The keys to understand the power of what's holy and how it can transform you. It has the power to bring you back to life. So it's all about power, but there's a little bit of, do it the way I say, the way we've always done it, by the book. You want to redemption, or be able to pass the karmic test, follow the rules. And there's something that says this relationship that goes back, it's a connection that goes back to childhood, back to a time of innocence, and maybe of acceptance of the rules. I mean, this guy's the big daddy energy, and here are the children. And I'm reminded of the, it's Crosby, Stills, and Nash song, Teach Your Children Well. This is like the parent. Teach your children well. And in the story I was telling before, it was to be okay in the absence of the parent. You'll have your own truth, your own life. You know, you'll have to interpret the world for yourself. That's Emperor energy, self. You'll have to do it in your time. You know, you'll have to stand for what you believe in. You'll have to say yes to this invitation to new life. It'll fall on you, kind of thing, to the child, says the parent. So the authority figure, in a sense, in this reading, is handing the authority over to the child. You're growing up. What is that? I put away childish things. When I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. You know. But now that I've grown, I put away childish things. I never really agreed with. I thought it's probably a mistake to put away all the childish things, because that's also joy and spontaneity, and certainly not this kind of heavy, serious, I know it all. You know, in this case, there is a bit of no, you don't. There's a new way for me to know, aces speak to the personal. Not this kind of upper echelon, patriarchal, okay, under judgment, 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles could be a call, you know, these two together could be like the call to the second life, which is abundant and somehow builds on the lives you've had before. You know, it's really having arrived in some ultimate way. But it is in the energy of Hierophant, earth energy. This is Taurus. And this is Pentacles energy, earth energy, in the minor arcana. But it can speak to legacy and the way we've always done it. Usually like in a family or a group of friends, there's something established. We do it this way. This is who we are. And there's an opportunity here, I think, for somebody to, I was going to say individuate. That's such a sort of clunky way of putting it. But, you know, be on their own. Strike out on their own. And have a new idea, perhaps, of what constitutes stability in home. It may not be the old way of doing it, of marriage. That can be a meaning of Hierophant. Marriage, children, you know, as Zorba the Greek said, the full catastrophe. There may be something new to be learned, a new way of looking at it, of thinking about it. So what's the new way? Just lay them all out? Pop them, okay. Tell us about the new way, please. Not popping. Okay. The new way, sorry. The new way will free thinking, you know. This is like somehow a sword energy, how to think about it, how to think about oneself or the situation, has been really constraining. Somebody's been trapped and, you know, not able to think, not able to see for themselves. That's on 10 of Cups. No, that's not right. Well, I was clarifying the new way of thinking. It's not the constraining way. And yes, it's supposed to go on Ten of Cups. So there may be something about this established situation. It's not a bad situation. You know, there's a lot of value here. There's a lot, but it may have reached kind of the end of the line in that, you know, something new has to happen next. We've done it this way a long time, and it worked. It was lovely. It was sustainable. Now it's, you know, we've completed that cycle. It needs to go back to the ace, to the new thing. And it starts off with a new way of thinking. And it's not the established orthodoxy. Six of Pentacles on Six of Cups. I like that. You know, this is sort of how we did it in the Wayback Machine in the past. And this is how we do it now in Pentacles energy, not in memory, in real life. You know, we kind of don't get trapped by the old way of thinking. And this is sort of like we work our way into the present. Pentacles energy, work, you know, here and now, in this lifetime. This could be past life. But this is sort of, who are we this time? And that is a question. It's like a consideration. Who are we? Are we this? Are we that? Have we moved forward? There's a decision involved, a weighing up. Are we this or are we that? Do we accept this? It may be even like an invitation to, I'm getting to reincarnate. You know, this is many lives. That's one way you could read this. And it's time for one more. I'm not sure. Seven of Cups, which it can be a card of possibilities, choices. You know, there are a bunch of options here. So in that sense, they're you know, somebody has free will in terms of the choices they make about which connections to pay attention to pursue. Because it's not really attention, it's there's a freeing aspect to it. Like my heart, Cups energy, my heart is full of possibilities. And for an emperor, that's quite, that might be a confusing thing as well. Because usually emperor, I mean, this is a limited way of reading emperor for sure, but is sort of a linear thinker. This is how we'll do it. And this is like, there's a question mark. Okay, let's ask him. Emperor. Emperor, how will we do it? What's the question? We'll move on to a new way of thinking. You know, this is the I, and I see this as being a we, because there are 3 people in the boat. And I was talking about the security of the child. You know, we move on together. We do not leave you behind. and the child knows it's sword energy. Mama may leave, Papa's there. Papa may leave, Mama's there. And eventually the child goes and embarks on the separation to go to school or into their own peer group or whatever, and they're secure. I think there are a lot of us who weren't secure and still managed to grow in security and, very much intact. We do have 3 6s here, which is 18, which is, I believe, moon in Major Arcana. So it might be like, leaving somewhere and going someplace else, perhaps even a literal move into the unknown to a certain degree. Moon energy is sort of into the mystery, into the unknown. Anything we think about the future is a projection. It can be like some sort of marker we send out so that we, in our journey, can spot it, or spot what we thought we were heading toward. It's the power of intention. I'm getting in this boat. I'm not just floating around. I'm actually moving it ahead by my own effort and forethought. So I'd like to know about all these patriarchal, they're just super patriarchal. They're the divine masculine, the big boss Hierophant. I'll tell you what to do, says Emperor. I'll tell you what to believe, says Hierophant. And I'm getting a tone of, it's not entirely benevolent. It's pretty bossy. And I think somehow the other guy is like waking up to the fact that they have a choice. 2 of Pentacles. I'm answering the call. I can go this way or that way. It's my decision. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. It's my decision. In Pentacles terms, in real life, the potential for, investing in and growing something over time. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. So that's what this family or this threesome or this, it could be aspects of your own self, of your own mind. I'm going toward the new thing, and this is what I jettison. This boat will not be weighed down and sunk by all the old stuff, this isn't, we don't need this anymore. 10, it's a cycle brought to completion, and it's like, we're not going to take all these things of the past with us, because we're headed in a new direction. Wands can speak to direction. This new thing, where we build something new. We don't build the old thing again with this old material. We don't build the traditional thing. For some reason in the tub this morning, I was thinking about the word anarchy. And for us, it means like the most dangerous chaos. And I have a friend who lives in France who said, we don't see anarchy as a bad thing. We know you guys do. But for us, it's like, it's life. It's a fertile chaos. It's not this. The path laid out for us by all the people who've gone before, generation upon generation, because at some point that becomes a trap of a kind that keeps us back from new ways of thinking about it. But not in this read. It doesn't do that. Okay. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. There's that moon card we were talking about, the mystery. King of Cups. This is a card of divine feminine, the moon. So really we have the divine masculine and the traditional, the rules of the past. And we have divine feminine, and we have the masculine in a feminine energy, in a cup's energy. By some definitions, masculine energies are wands and swords, doing and thinking. A to B, analytical. I need to pick up the club and do something with it. This is a card of feelings. Like Pentacles, considered a feminine energy. Connection, love, softness. The feeling realm. This is like the thinking realm. The action realm. But it comes with 7 of Pentacles, another feminine energy. It's just a sort of another attribute or layer you can bring to the suit's elements. This is about growth, about the fertile earth. And I think there's kind of a resonance here where this is the fertile terrain of our own unconscious mind, not of this do-it mind, not the sort of it's all plotted out for you mind. This is, a place to nurture and grow in our own lifetimes. This organic life, in 3D, minor arcana, doubling down, Pentacles energy. Planting something and growing it in fruitful soil. And it's like well-watered. This is a card of Cancer, Pisces, could be Libra as well. Libra in that sense to do with relationship. Relationship between your conscious self and your unconscious self. And the work it takes, 7 of Pentacles, ongoing work to nurture this thing, to nurture this connection. The feeling of connection in 3D and in that, archetypal mystery way. That feminine energy of this is what I draw into my life. Through my feelings. That's the conduit. So it seems to me there's a softening of the masculine energy. This is the only one who's in minor arcana. This is somebody who shows up in life as a willing to give. Available emotionally. And that, of corresponds nicely with all these other pentacle energies of grow it, of share it, of tend to it, Seven of Pentacles. And again, if this is an earth energy that we want to associate with those ideas, it's higher self time. It's following one's own truth. Is that it? That's it. Following one's own truth. Okay. And that's a choice, right? That is a choice we make. Another Pentacles card. It's like we throw in our lot with life and second life. And I get again this idea of reincarnation. We'll meet again. I don't know where, don't know when. We'll meet again. Same time, same station, very soon.